Hello everyone, this is Uhfgood, and the reason I am talking a little bit quieter is because it's actually 9 o'clock here on June 6th, and I am continuing with the next set of 4 videos. I do 4 videos a day, and so I tend to want to do all 4 in one day, and I kind of wanted to get like a jump start, an extra day's jump start. Uh, my teeth need some work, and I'm gonna have to look for a dentist, and I don't have any money, of course, so I'll have to find uh, I'll have to find one that'll do a like a payment plan thingy. I can probably scrounge up some money for that. But so anyways, I am doing this late at night, and we will see uh, the next deal is. And I'm planning on stopping on the um, the second unit, where we're actually where we're actually working on modeling and stuff like that. So let's see. 3D view. Windows are used to visualize 3D scenes. Do a lot of work in these windows, so you need to learn your way around. Only shows an approximation of the final appearance of the scene. The overall geometry should be correct, but don't expect accurate rendition of materials, textures, lighting, etc., since that can be very time-consuming. The 3D view is designed to respond to your actions at interactive speeds. There are additional view options, wireframe, hiding, etc., to make it easier to see which parts of the model you're working on and have no effect on the final render. You can change your viewpoint at any time, which will be essential while working on your model and scene, while the viewpoint of the render is controlled by the camera position. In this module, you'll learn to recognize 10 things commonly seen in viewports, to tell which mode Blender is in, how to change viewport options and viewpoints, how to position the 3D cursor. You'll also learn the fundamentals of visibility layers. And I don't really know about the visibility layers because this kind of superseded by collections, but from what I understand, the layers are still in there. But we'll see how this works out, how this shakes out. So for the contents, we have the viewport and its contents: a virtual scavenger hunt, modes, object mode versus edit mode, viewport options, solid versus wireframe, orthographic versus perspective, changing your viewpoint part 1, zooming, orbiting, and view rotation, perfect views, positioning the 3D cursor, basic technique, 2 challenges, 2 more ways to position the cursor, changing your viewpoint part 2, panning, centering, jumping to the camera's viewpoint, zooming into a selected area, view navigation, walk mode, fly mode, visibility layers, hotkeys, count your polys. And this I will actually probably go and I will find the Blender 2.8 equivalents if and when I can. So the viewport and its contents. Okay, aside from its header, the remainder of the 3D view is the viewport. Use viewports anytime you need an up-to-date view of the scene you're working on. Viewports are busy places. Go to a scavenger hunt and see what you can find. Go on a scavenger hunt and see what you can find in a simple viewport. Okay, so this will be tricky. We'll see if I can do any of this. Now, let's go ahead and shrink this guy. Well, when it gets done, like loading. Okay. Let's go ahead and shrink that down. Boom. And just like that. Okay. So, actually, maybe what I should do is, I don't really have the space exactly. I mean, I do, sort of. But let's just go ahead and let's do something like this. Okay. This is going to be different, of course. So we're looking at the same scene with the factory settings. Confirm, forget the factory settings. This is what it is to start with anyways. Okay. If the numlock indicator, okay. Left mouse button, see something like this. Okay. Here the viewport's been outlined in red. Focus your attention on it, and that would be this area. You can actually do this back and forth, so you can see this is the whole viewport area here. Okay. A virtual scavenger hunt. Let's see if we can find the same things. Look at the default scene and find the following 8 items. In the center, a solid gray cube with orange edges. That would be this guy. See, you can actually unselect it and you can reselect it. This is the default cube, your first Blender object. 3 arrows, one red, green, and blue, and their tails joined to a white circle. Now, because of the way this is set up here, you notice this is the selection. In fact, no, I guess it's not. There we go. You hold on to it, select box, select circle, select lasso, and just select, right? I'm going to presume that it's the move or the translate. If you notice here, you notice that there? Okay, so that's actually what you're looking at. In fact, this is, these are little handles here. Anyways, they're little handles that allow you to move it on a specific axis. See, it's, you know, up and down. It's on the see? See, if you notice, it's not moving up, right? This is moving up. So, like that. And the green one is moving away and forward and away. Okay. Just playing around there. Right. Oh, select. Okay. Your default cube, okay. This is not an object, part of your modeled scene, but part of Blender's user interface for manipulating object. It is a manipulator, known as the 3D transform widget. The arrows represent the directions of X, Y, and Z axes of the currently chosen transform orientation coordinate system. Initially, this is the global coordinate system. The circle represents the center of the selected object, the cube. So that, now we have these. Okay. If you don't know what global coordinate system, please review on coordinate spaces. We kind of went through that. So this is, each has a local space and each has a global in the scene here. Anyways, so apparently in Blender the Z-axis is essentially up and down. Is essentially the X and Y. The Y is green, of course, and then the X is like that. Okay. If you don't see the manipulator, it's possible the tool. It's possible that a tool is active. Press ESC. Another possible. Okay. All right. A red and white striped circle with black crosshairs. Okay, that's that. Here, let's do a new general. I see. Okay, so which indicates where newly created objects will appear in the scene. The cursor is similar to the insertion point in a text editor, which indicates where the new text will be inserted with the document. Okay. The lower left corner, let's see if I can spot that in here. I don't think it appears in here though. So, oh yeah, it's right here. So we don't have that. We actually have the manipulator stuff up like up here, and it's a little bit different. Okay, so it is a mini axis and its orientation matches the global coordinate system with the usual conventions: X for red for X, green for Y, and blue for Z. Think of it as a little compass reminding you which ways left, right, forward, front, back, up, and down. And I don't see that actually in here, honestly. I see. What? There we go. Anyways, thing that reminds you which axis is which, but that's okay because I remember from the RGB, red, green, and blue for XYZ. So, anyways, the notation 1 cube. This is not an object; it's object info. Right there, 1 collection cube. Indicating you're viewing the first frame of an animation and current or most recently selected object is named cube. Okay, so we are going to stop there. We're going to take a little break. We're going to come back and we will continue on. So thank you for watching.